Been working on my boat for about four or 5 months. She's a one-off 26-foot wooden yacht. I think with any boat project you have to believe the best case scenario, but you'll persuade yourself that it's the worst case scenario. And then as you start digging, you realise the worst case scenario was the best case scenario and that it's only going to get a whole load worse. She's got this sort of working boat bloodline with a bit of sort of yachty ponciness about her. But I quite like that. Basically, it arrived in a situation where I had two choices. One was to burn her or throw her away, or at best maybe get £1,000 from another idiot with a romantic idea, or face up to the work, spend the money and try and make something of her. So I've chosen the latter, spending the money, borrowing money, and just trying to deal with the worst case scenario. Sweet. I bought a single slab of oak that cost me 500 quid that's come from France, and it was from forests that were planted by Napoleon sort of over 200 years ago. And he planted these forests in such a way that he would get a good boat building stock out of them. And 200 years later, they're not building warships out of wood anymore. He never anticipated that, but basically this, you know, I've got this top quality French oak. So there's a history even in the tree before I've even cut into it. I never anticipated being someone who's going to do a restoration project, so I was a bit geeky, a little bit not something that I would buy into. And in the end, it's not something I've really chosen. It's something that I've accidentally sort of ended up doing, but I'm finding it very rewarding and very stressful in equal measure. Right. I don't know what I would have done, what I would have ended up doing if I didn't own this boat, because I know that over the last few years there have been times where I've been quite disillusioned with boat building. It's very long hours, it's very hard work, it's not particularly well paid. And if I didn't have this boat, this sort of ball and chain, I probably would have cut and run and gone and done something else, but you know, in a sort of grass is greener kind of a way. But in the end, you know, the boat sort of made me stick at it through the tough times. And sometimes it's been responsible for the tough times, but that's besides the by. And yeah, you know, and I sort of found that actually I get loads out of what I do, and I really, you know, it's a good life, and there's good, you know, good people work in this trade. She'll be for sale from the moment she's afloat, but for stupid money. And if someone wants to pay it, then I'll probably sell her. But if I can make it work that I can keep her, then I'll keep her. But I mean, basically, I've tackled all the major issues with that boat, and I'm never going to find a boat as beautiful and as sorted out as the one that hopefully I'm soon to sort of complete. So.